What's up, bros? So if you've been watching my videos for a bit, then you know. About half a year ago or something, I made a video about some knockoff Ninjago Prime Empire arcade pods that I found on yours truly, AliExpress, your one-stop shop for knockoff Lego minifigures. And that video did really well, so thanks for that. But for those of you who've read my community posts, about a week after I made that video, I decided to buy one of those arcade pods that was shown in the video. That arcade pod specifically being the Digi Zane arcade pod. When I ordered the arcade pod off of AliExpress, that was around like October, like right before Christmas. Basically, it said that it would arrive before Christmas, but it didn't. As you can tell, it's 2021 right now, and I finally got the arcade pod. The stupid thing is, I accidentally ordered 2 Digi Zane arcade pods because it asked for my payment twice. I thought the first time it didn't go through, so I just paid a second time, and so it just took my money twice, and it gave me 2 Digi Zane arcade pods. And I contacted the seller, who's all the way in Hong Kong, and he said I could just return it. I could just ship one back. The thing is, I don't want to wait a couple months to ship back something and wait like 3 or 4 months for my payment to come back. So I contacted one of my friends, and he said that he would gladly just like take the Digi Zane arcade pod off of me. So when the first one came, I shipped it back to him. And as of recording, I actually just shipped it out today, and somehow I got the second one in the mail right as soon as I came back. A coincidence? I don't know. But we've got the package, and we've got some good old scissors. So let's unbox this bad boy that I've been waiting to receive for like 3 or 4 months. Now let's open up the goods. I'm just gonna take our good old scissors here and just cut up the package randomly while I try to not expose my address. And let's just pull out the goods. This sucks. So first off, we have the arcade pod itself, which is in this really cool metallic silver chrome-ish painting or mold for the arcade pod itself, which really fits Zane. We got these pieces that are also for the arcade pod. We've got a pack of some bricks that you're going to need to build. We got some minifigures, and the one thing that sucks about all this is the sticker sheet. The sticker sheet that came in this pack is just all bent up, as you can see here. Like, I don't even know if I'm able to stick these stickers onto the bricks and parts that they're supposed to go on. So this sucks. They basically took one of these packages and stuffed all of these Lego brick packs and the arcade pod and the stickers and the instructions in there. And the same goes for the instructions. Like, they're kind of bent up. But what can you do? I only paid $4 for these, so I shouldn't even be complaining. For the instructions, we have this Digi Zane minifigure. We've got all the other parts and where you have to place the stickers. These instructions are actually really cool, other than the fact that they're bent and abused. But other than that, the instructions are pretty clear. So let's get straight into the building. And we're just gonna open these packages. Right, and we put these to the side. So here we have our completed Titanium Zane arcade pod. I say titanium because it has this really nice silver chrome metallic feel and look, and it's really cool. So now I'm going to try to apply the stickers, which is going to be hard considering the fact that the stickers are in bad shape, but I'm going to try. So here we go. The stickers were really easy to put on to the arcade pod, so great job to whichever company made this. I mean, it's pretty good. You can almost believe that this is a real Lego product, but if you take a closer look, you can clearly tell that this isn't a real Lego product. And just like the original Lego arcade pod sets themselves, we got some extra stickers here, which I'm just gonna put to the side, keep them there. For the arcade pod, I would have to give this a 7 out of 10. Some of the bricks are popping up, I think, but it just looks really cool. And from a distance, you would think that this is a real Lego product. Now we're just going to get onto the minifigures. First, we're going to build Digi Zane. And so first off, we have this torso, which is based off of the season 11 Zane. I don't know why they used this instead of making a new Digi Zane print, but just by touching it and looking at it, you can kind of tell that this isn't a real Lego product. So that kind of sucks. And the same goes for the legs as well. And you can tell just by looking at that this isn't a real Lego minifigure. So we're going to attach Zane here. We're going to attach the little arms that come unattached. Really easy to pop on. And the legs and the arms aren't loose, which is a good sign. And we have this really cool metallic silver Digi armor for Digi Zane, which feels like the same plastic and same silver color that they used for this arcade pod. We're going to attach it to the back of the Zane minifigure. We're also going to attach these light blue hands. Really easy to snap on. And then we're going to attach Zane's head. Zane's head looks really weird. It just looks like someone just 3D printed this head, or it just looks like the print looks like it's about to come off. There's even some printing on the neck, which is kind of weird. So they definitely did a bad job on the Zane head. Just gonna attach it right there, and we have this Digi Zane Ninja hood, which looks legit. You can tell that some of the printing is off, like for the gray bandana, you can tell that it's just a print. It doesn't look anything like a real gray bandana. But other than that, it looks cool. I'm just gonna attach it to Zane. Boom, we have this really nice Digi Zane minifigure. The torso and the legs are crap. The printing is bad, but in terms of like the playability, like the legs, they aren't loose, the arms, they aren't loose, they won't fall off, and the head print really looks like it's about to fade off. So I'd give this minifigure a 4 out of 10. The armor and the headpiece is good, but everything else just honestly looks garbage. And we have this golden Digiblade handle, which compared to the original Lego version, it looks bad. It has like this cheap golden plastic used. Like you can tell it's not really a real Lego piece. And this green lightsaber handle, which is used to attach the Digiblade, it's not the normal length. Like it's not as long as a normal Lego version, I think. And this honestly looks really like a real Lego health bar from Prime Empire for all the Digi Ninja. So they did a good job on the health bar. so that's cool. But the blade is just crap. And I just noticed a problem where, like, if you tilt the minifigure the other way, it just bends, so that's a bad sign. And the next minifigure they included, instead of making a custom Avatar Zane, they decided to bring back the LEGO Ninjago movie Casual Zane minifigure. And I actually have this minifigure, so I can do a comparison. I'm just going to attach all the limbs onto Zane. He doesn't come with a backpack, surprisingly. And so there we have Zane with no backpack and his weird smile. There's some slight white on the sides for his hair, and that smile is just creepy. Again, this feels like a knockoff LEGO minifigure. The hairpiece is kind of weird. Like, it feels like it can snap right away. So for this minifigure, I would give it a 2 out of 10. It's acceptable. And the arm just flies out as soon as I put a little pressure in, so that's a bad sign. It's not even going in all the way. There, I snapped it back. So yeah, these are the extra parts that came with this pack. So that's here we have a comparison of my 100% real Digi J and the Digi Zane knockoff minifigure. And as you can see here, as I said earlier, the health bar lightsaber piece is shorter, so it honestly works, and I really appreciate how this knockoff LEGO company decided to make it shorter instead of just making it really long, which kind of doesn't make sense. So hats off to the knockoff LEGO company. And the helmets are about the same size, so that's a good sign. But as you can see here, the head is just stuck inside the ninja hood, so that's a bad sign. And another problem is, these LEGO tiles, they have these studs so you can like place the minifigures on there, but this knockoff LEGO company didn't make these minifigures be compatible with LEGO studs, so it's kind of hard. You have to like put in some force in order for the minifigure to stay on the LEGO tile. And here we have a comparison of the LEGO Ninjago movie Zane, the knockoff minifigure that you get in this pack, and the one that you can get in the LEGO Ninjago movie minifigure series. So first off, you can 100% tell which is real and which is fake. The legs for the knockoff minifigure are kind of faded, like it feels like the print's coming off right away. Same goes for the torso. The arms have a really similar color, so that's pretty cool. The real minifigure has this cool backpack, but the knockoff minifigure doesn't. You can clearly see that the knockoff head has faded print. Overall, the real version is way better. This is just a cheap alternative that's gonna break in a couple weeks. Now for these health bars, the one on the left is the real one, the one on the right is the fake one. As you can see here, there's a comparison. Here's a comparison of the J Arcade Pod and the knockoff Zane Arcade Pod. Now, the J Arcade Pod isn't completely built because I took it apart, but even though, you can still see that it's about the same size as the knockoff arcade pod. And if you like really touch both of them, there's not really much of a difference, but if you really look into it and you really touch it some more, the plastic of the knockoff arcade pod is slightly worse. But I only bought this for research purposes, so yeah. So I hope you bros enjoyed this review. I really enjoyed buying this. $4. This is honestly kind of worth it because the build is pretty good. The minifigures are unique. Well, the Digi Zane mask and armor is unique, so I hope you bros enjoyed this review, and be sure to have a great day. If you want me to buy some more knockoff minifigures, tell me in the comments below, and maybe subscribe. So have a great day. See ya, bros.